Hello everyone, just thought, well, had such a good time with Stardew last time, I thought why not get right back to it. Oh, hello Clint, ruining my introduction. Hi there, good morning. I've noticed you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore, and that's good. If you want to get the most out of those ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens, I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Cheers once again. For those who have watched the previous video, don't know why we're going for some kind of, I was going to say Captain Autismo voice, but, you know, he's rocking his ulterior lifestyle voice, I suppose. Right, skip through before I end up getting overwhelmed by comments calling me problematic. Not necessarily unjustly, but, you know, still hurtfully, I suppose. Oh, community bundles. I've just realised I think golden parsnips are one of them. This is all foraging. Right, nonetheless, I'm certain this is part of a later bundle, so we're going to keep a hold of that. I'm just thinking, what do we want to do? What do we want to focus on? Are there any rain-based fish that we can go for? Robin, she is saying that we could get a well built. I don't love that at the moment because our farm's so small, so we are just going to move along. Right, what do we want to get accomplished today? I think fishing would be a really important one. I'm going to very quickly pause it and just peruse rain-based fish. Be back in a moment. Okay, we're going to head over to the mountain. Not mountain, forest rather. We'll see how we go. Looking for... I've completely forgotten the name of it now. That bodes extremely well, but I'm sure I'll recognise it when I see it. But we're looking for a fish in the mountain river. Yes, I know I'm going to get blasted for that comment, but I don't remember. It's not my... I mean, it's completely my fault, but it's not my fault, I promise. And then we are going to see... Well, we can also do some foraging actually, and then we're going to go to the sea and see if we can catch an eel. Admittedly... Oh. Oh, mama. Yeah, so fishing is something I do quite like in Stardew. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because my partner, as some people you might very well remember, I have talked about her having started playing Stardew in the previous video, and she is really, really enjoying the game actually, which has been nice. She's got it on the Switch and she's just kind of taking it around the house at the moment, and that's lovely. But she is not a colossal fan of the... well, not that she's not a colossal fan of the fishing, but more so I think she knows what the skill lies. She knows who the true gamer is in the household, so to speak. Ha ha ha. But it's hard on the Switch, honestly. That was what I kind of picked up. I found it much, much harder than on mouse and keyboard. It was just... I mean, admittedly, getting more bites than just green algae over and over. We got a Mr. Chubbins, at least, but I would like to see something other than just green algae and chub. But yeah, no, so we were just kind of crouched around trying our best. She is pretty much a complete year ahead of me at the moment, which is good for... We're locked. Oh, here we go. Don't know why I made that such a gamer voice. If I don't get this now after that, that would be extremely ironic. Just gonna dial in. Okay, I think it's safe to say we're probably alright. But yeah, we were just gathered around watching, or she rather was watching me complete the words have gone. They're gone. Gamers, they're gone. The Travellers Festival, it's when all the boats are at the beach. I'd completely forgotten. It was only about 12 hours ago that I last... Yep, it's gone. Yep, it's gone. What is our skill level at fishing, actually? I'm just wondering that. Maybe we don't want to try and find eel later on, because based on how this is going at the moment, maybe save that. I think it's a spring and full catch, and based on this, I'm not sure I'm fully capable of proving my worth, so to speak. That was nice though, that was good. A shad. I realise what I've done. It's a gold shad. I wasn't expecting that. That's nice. Let's get rid of the coal. And we'll keep the shad. You know what? We're going to go sell these to Willie and then maybe see... I don't remember how much... would we get and how much is the next bag level, because this inventory space, I'm going to level with you, it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. Can't pick up these, for instance. Right, let's get this bad boy sold. Not too bad. Would love to... Wait, the fish smoker. Sorry, I don't remember seeing that, ever. This is when it flashes back to me in the previous episode. Oh, the fish smoker, I remember that. I really don't remember having seen that, but again, it's been quite a while since I last played Stardew. So there was quite a lot, like my partner was growing like carrots and broccoli and things like that. I was like, this is new technology, quite frankly. I've never ever seen that before. So, you know, I guess something old dog, something new tricks and all that. Hey, will someone say hi to everyone in town for me? I want to spread a message of peace and goodwill today. Everyone will like you a little more. I mean, we could try. What day is it? And wait, how long do we have? Furnace. 2 days. Okay, that's loads of time. 2,000 PA, you son of a gun. Go here. Can we get in and say, is what's her face, Caroline, around? Yes, there's Caroline. Okay. Oh, it's popping up there. These are all really new, but really nice quality of life features, actually. Right. I think we want to try however hard we can to get as close as we possibly can to that 2 grand mark, because that bag, it's calling my name. Mr. Brick, please get me bought. You have too much that you're carrying around all the time. I know. I'm sorry I've gone off the deep end. It's been quite the week. Work has been quite the week. We are well and truly, for those who have not watched the previous, I am a school teacher of primary children, which is through gritted teeth. Riveting. It's riveting. No, it is. I love my job, but it is a lot sometimes, you know, when the kids go crazy and all that. So, can't say it's always a peaceful life, so to speak, I guess. But yeah, no, and we are fully in play practice for the summer production. The absolute world-renowned classic that is David Hatton's Scarf and the wonderful something or another, Chris Bear of the Wilderness, all I care to know. Fair enough, goodbye. I will respect your boundary. There you go. Right, lob this into the water. Yeah, we're fully on board with that. And I'll be honest, some of the songs in the little musical we're doing, they're absolute bangers. Bengal Tiger is an absolute bop. I was saying to one of my co-workers, I think, whatever you're doing, I know my dulcet tones should be lulling you to sleep right now, but put aside whatever you're doing, just go and watch that and tell me you don't want to go out raving immediately after. Bengal Tiger is nothing short of an absolute bop. Oh, let's see if we can perfect this. I have no idea. I hate you. I hate me. But, sorry, that was getting a bit too deep, too personal there. Yeah, I have no idea whether getting perfect yields. Well, I'm getting perfect on that one, it's my own damn fault. Yeah, I have no idea whether it yields more money or... money? XP is what I mean to say by that one. Anyway, now that I'm well and truly flitting between subjects. Bait, very nice. We have run out of any inventory space, so we're going to run away back to the farmhouse. Yeah, Bengal Tiger is an absolute bop and a half. It just... I don't know, I was saying to my co-worker that it just makes you want to get up and like go party or something like that. It's so good. It's so good. Let me through. Thank you. Yeah, and I mean that's basically it. It's a very good song. But then you get others which are just weird. And listen, I'm going to say it, even though I'm kind of going to hate it, because I consider myself a pretty environmental person. You know, I always recycle, I separate out my blah 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 blah, you know, the whole shebang. Through bated breath now, through bated breath. But I also am like, it's quite preachy sometimes, it's quite on the nose. There is a segment where one of the children has to go on like a spiel all about how awful humans are and, you know, all of that. And I'm like, listen, I think humans have done some very bad things to this planet, but also, hello, Alex, hello, I need to spread goodwill and merriment amongst men. Yeah, it just gets a bit on the preachy side sometimes with its message. The turtles, at one point, they properly go off on one. They are not happy bunnies towards humans. And, you know, you just go, I agree completely in the sense of humans have done some bad things to this planet and all of that jazz. But also, can we just like, just a little less preachy, please. Right. Many of you are thinking, why are you wasting your time going from place to place like this? I don't know, man. I'm trying to get this accomplished. But also I feel it's raining today, so that kind of gives me more free time, so I can go around and at least try to... Oh. I was expecting Penny, Vincent and Jazz to be there. Anyway, yeah, just try and go around and say hello to all the villagers, because it's such a time-consuming thing to do. But it's... two people I was just looking for. Thank you. Elliot. Hello, Elliot. He's not here. Never mind. We mosey along. Yeah, I don't know. It does get quite preachy. I do wonder what the parents are gonna... What happened there? That was quite the noise. was concerning. Anyway, yeah, I do wonder what the parents think, if they're going, right on, man, or if they're going like, this newfangled Gen Z teacher and all of his friggin' environmental politics, which you're thinking no one's going to think that. I did have one parent a few years ago. I've been teaching for a few years now, and I had one parent who was a character, we should call him. He came into the parents' evening, and I'm not going into politics. I'm just stating what happened. Because I'll let you be the judge. He came into the parents' evening, and you sit down, you have a 10-minute slot, and you say your piece to the parents, and then they go their separate ways. That's everyone's ideal. Can't we just leave it at that, man? He came in and proceeded to talk very much at me for about 20 minutes, quite overran his slot, telling me his political opinions on Donald Trump and how teachers as a whole were kind of socially indoctrinating children and all these things. And I swear to God, I'm certain there's going to be a comment that's like, well, they are. He's out here spitting facts. My man, he's out here spitting facts and taking the fight to the teachers. I'm trying not to do that, okay? Every bone in my body is going, as a teacher, I must indoctrinate these children. I'm trying, okay? But, yeah, he just really quite likes the sound of his own voice, and he really bared no bones about making that clear, essentially. He just was, yeah, quite the character, I'd say. Oh, we're doing bits, we're doing gangbusters. After this, I must remember to look and see who I have not said hello to today. What else do we need to do? But we can do a bit more fishing. What is my fishing level? Skills. Fishing's level 2. Not great, many people are saying this. Farming's 1, mining's 1. Could have gone and done some mining as well today. In fact, looking at my energy bar, many people would say definitely should have gone mining, but that's fine. We're going to go and do a bit more fishing. I will look at... I'm not going to forget. I know you're all thinking, he's forgotten. I am not going to forget to look at the, whatchamacallit. You know what I'm trying to say, ma'am. The social bar, and see who I need to say hello to. There are quite a few people that need hellos. Social. And Haley is one of them. Penny is another, which means Vincent, Jazz, Elliot, the Wizard, Marnie, and the elderly couple, and Jodie. I'm going to struggle to remember that, just to be honest with you guys. I should have tried to get them all today. I should have been pulling out my phone and looking at everyone's calendar and stuff. I'm trying to be... We're dialing in. He's fighting. Oh lord, he's fighting. No, not like this. I'm so sorry. I know you guys... I'll whisper. I'll ASMR. Not like this. Please, no. I hate you. I hope I get XP for failing that, because I was putting up absolute bits trying to catch that bad boy. And I know there will be the Stardew pros who come in and go, you didn't try hard enough. That was pathetic. I really tried. Here we go. Round 2. Oh, he's fighting. No, this one is decidedly not in the same level as the other one. But anyway, yeah, you just think, man, parents as teachers, they are really... annoying. It's the long and short of it. Wow, you guys are really annoying. Everyone always goes, get into the job and you work with the kids, and that's great because kids are hilarious and they're like agents of chaos, and, you know, no 2 days the same, right? But then the parents, my goodness, the parents, they can be something else. You just go, what are you doing? It's like, I made a joke once, many, many years ago. I'd been teaching for just over a year now, at that point. And I had a young girl who came from a traveller family. They were gypsies. And, you know, perhaps in my naivete, I made a comment because another girl said, oh, this child has taken my, I don't know, gum or something. It was completely unimportant. It was some random thing. And I brought the girl over and I was like, oh, you know, has this happened? Da 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 da. And she went, no, no. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to check your bag then. Ha 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 ha, as a joke. This young girl must have had the mental capability of a very young child. She was about 11 at this point, but she was quite young mentally, is what I'll say, in the sense of, not through disability, I promise this is not me. Oh, I guess I'll just go to sleep, I didn't see the time. Like you guys should all be, just saying, just putting it out there. She did not have any, I would not make fun of her if she had a mental disability, and I'm not making fun of her now, to be clear. I'm saying I don't want to give the perception that I'm making fun of her, but she must have had the kind of academic capability, is what I'm trying to say, of a very... Wow, there's me saying let's get 1,000 today, never mind. Like the academic ability, I'd say, of about a 5-year-old, age 11, and I'd said, haha, you know, I guess I'll have to search your bag. She went up, oh, that, right, we have to go mining today. Right, we're going to the mines immediately. Nope, I've got to harvest these. Next to, immediate adjacent, we're going to the mines. Keep one back, and we'll sell... No, keep one back. Sell all the rest. And then we are going to head up to the mines after we get these bad boy planted. There we go. Right. Yeah, so she came back with her bag, and I was like, oh, no. I was just joking. Well, her parents didn't much like that joke, and they didn't really take it as me having joked. They took it as me having essentially committed a hate crime against gypsies. So I was then confronted on the first day back from term, because that was the last day of term, of a parent screaming and swearing in the cloakroom of my classroom, right next to all the children, at me, saying that they were going to, I won't say the words, but I will describe the actions. They were going to press their thumbs into my eyes to remove them from their socket. And do you want to know the best part about this fanciful tale? It was my birthday at the same time. It might be my favourite birthday present I've ever received, and you know why? Because it let me know they cared. They cared. I knew they cared about me. It didn't. No news is bad news and all that. I was on their mind, clearly. Yeah, that was an interesting one, to say the least, I must say. Ever since then, people go, why aren't teachers doing enough and stuff like that? Ever since then, I'm like, well, less than a year into my voyage into being a teacher, I had a parent threaten to kill me. So I must say, it did not raise high hopes of me being like, right, I'm really gonna, push myself to do this and that and the other. I was like, well, people do be crazy. A delicious green bean. Right, Sorry, I'm going to think for a moment. I wonder if we can walk in here and say hello to Penny. Come on. There we go. Where's Penny? I'm going to wait. No, stop. Penny, stop. Right, who else do I need to say hello to while she's rudely getting changed? Haley. Haley likes to stay in the house. So we're going to go to Haley's house. All this is very stressful for me because I, at the same time, know that today is a super high luck day. Right, let's see if we can go say hello to Elliot quickly because he'll be hunkered away inside if I had to guess. I swear to goodness, if it's locked. Elliot, don't do this to me. Do not turn me into the Joker. There's a good chance I'm going to pause and I will look up schedules because I am determined. Everywhere I go, I'm being betrayed. This is unfathomable. Right, nice bit of bimp. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Right, there's Vincent. Hello, Vincent. Hello, Jodie. Next, we are going to go to Jazz and Marnie, then the Wizard. George and Evelyn need to be said hello to as well. All this, I'm like, I need to mine. I feel the need flowing through me. Hello, Marnie. Where is Jazz? I see what's going to happen. This makes me feel uncomfortable even trying this. I tried. I knew that would be the outcome, but I still tried. Right. Whilst we're going to the Wizard's Tower, I'm going to quickly have a look on my phone and look at routines. Particularly, we're going to Haley first. Haley, on the rainy 9th of spring, she... Quick, put the phone down. Pause. Every second counts. Hello, Wizard. Hello, Wizard. He did not count. What? You are kidding me. I'm doing it again. Hello. That. They're gonna turn me into the Joker. It's already 12. Don't do this to me. Not like this. Right, Haley, on a rainy day. It's raining. It's 12. She goes to the kitchen. We gotta get there right now. Right now. Jazz! Hello, Jazz. Run to Haley's. Right now, she is going to the kitchen. This, I swear to God, I sound like a stalker right now. I'm so sorry. All the Haley stands like, don't stalk my best girl. I can't help it. I must. I'm so sorry. This is not how I wanted to come across. Hello, Emily. We've already said hello to you. What a waste of time. A precious seconds. Nice shoes, thank you. Are those made out? Oh, it's your birthday this week. You're lucky I don't give you plastic shoes, you... Oh. Right. Penny's next. We go down to Penny. Penny is... Have we said hello to Sebastian as well? Yes, we did. We caught him. Elliot will need to catch as well. Let's have a look at Elliot. Elliot, on a rainy day, is inside his house. Which we can't get access to. I swear to God, if we can't get access to his house, I'm gonna Alt F4 this. I'm gonna Alt F4 and restart the day. The game's rigged against me. This is unbelievable behaviour. Elliot, I knew I never liked you. You Gaston looking so and so. He just stays inside his house all day. Well, Oh no. Oh, that's so frustrating. My game just crashed. Oh, on this high luck day, just terrible. Unfathomable, all things considered, really. Oh, you just never know what's going to happen in this game when we cheated. But in my defense, Elliot successfully rage baited me, and I decided, you know what? I was not going to have it. I was not going to have Elliot, of all people, ruin everything that we worked so hard for. I mean, he's already ruined. Look at this. We spent all of yesterday going around talking to those freaking NPCs, and then this man has single-handedly ruined the entire quest. You go, Elliot, you... Oh, I hope he gets the skull eyes like Gaston did in Beauty and the Beast. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. My partner likes Beauty and the Beast. How did you know? Oh, I'm actually going to turn into the Joker with that one. This is not even funny. He's made an actual enemy for life. I cannot wait to break his heart into tiny little smithereens. That's what I'm saying. Not only am I going to steal your girl, I am going to also steal all your bases. There we go. You made me do that. You made me do that, Gaston. There we go. We still got our desired baguette and our lovely bin hat. I require it on now. Right. I at least feel slightly calmer now that I've got my bin hat back. But my fury still knows no bounds for this evil man. He's essentially ruined our Monday. And you know what? I'm not sorry he broke his elbow. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Right. Have I slightly cheated? Yes, I suppose so. Will I apologise? Absolutely will not. Absolutely will not. No. No. It's just how it goes, okay? I don't make the rules. I simply cheat to abuse. Oh, how are you guys doing? You alright? It's sunny out today, which is quite nice actually. It's quite nice to see the sun shining in, shall I say, all its resplendent beauty. Hardy har har. Yeah, no, I think... I mean, not in-game. Now that I say that out loud, it makes it sound like I'm talking about in-game. No. I'm very much focused on, like, reality. I'm touching grass in-game, but, you know, in the real world, not quite so much. Doesn't seem to be... Have we not mined at all yet? Wow, now that is a slight surprise to me, just to be honest. Anyway, yeah, no, it's nice out today, which is lovely. I took one look at, my hay fever started playing up, and I went, right, time to boot up something. And I've got to be level and honest with you. My partner has been playing Stardew, so I had a massive hankering like a cowboy man to play Stardew, but I actually originally booted up a bit of Minecraft, and I thought we could do some diggy holes and all that jazz, and then Minecraft in its delightful wisdom decided, no, you are not 18, we are going to need a parent's email address. And it just went around and around. I said, please, I promise you, I'm an adult. This is like my 5th copy of Minecraft I've purchased, between changing email addresses and, you know, going from Xbox to Xbox and all this and that. No. Apparently, I didn't realise I am actually a child, and I need a parent's email address in order to access the game that I have purchased. Which is, I'm going to be honest, I spent about, and you know, this is a lovely Sunday afternoon now. I spent probably about an hour this morning trying to sort it. I couldn't, so instead I expressed some delightfully colourful language options directed very much at Microsoft. I would like that to be clear. It was directed very much at Microsoft. And then, yeah, I essentially walked away with shame dripping across my face because, boy, I didn't love that sentence actually. But yeah, with shame dripping across my face because I was just defeated by the robot, essentially. Anyway, with that terminology well and truly in everyone's mind, my goodness, I really, really wish I'd kept a hold of that baguette now. We're probably going to have to go back up, unless this drops the staircase. Ooh. Okay, let's get a bit risky. What can I get rid of? Basic retaining soil. Let's remove the slime. Okay, we've got to go back up now. We are officially on 0 energy. Right. Well, it was a pretty good haul actually. I was about to start slating, but yeah, that was okay. That was okay actually. Yeah, I just go. I'd thought of playing Minecraft. It's one of those things where I don't play it for so long, ages, and then suddenly I just get this like incredible burning desire. I'm like, I need to play some Minecraft. And like nothing can quell that. I'm like, yep, have to play it, otherwise I'm going to explode. I had that this morning. Microsoft has well and truly sabotaged me. So instead, we're going to go for 2. Hello, Penny. All these hellos are absolutely irrelevant because of a certain earlier, but that's neither here nor there. Donate. Oh, we've only donated one thing. Okay. Let's put the topaz there. Right, we can also break the geodes. Yeah, I don't know. That's about all I have to say about it. I'm not going to vent frustration at Minecraft. I'm just going to say, whoever is in charge of Microsoft, you are very much living up to the name of Microsoft at the moment. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, oh brother, you know, a smallmouth frenzy has begun in town. No idea what that is. Right, there we go. A few more artifacts for the artifact gods. Right. What else can we do today? We can. Interesting. We can not go fishing. We can see about saying hello to a few more people to boost the friendship up a little bit higher. We can go bin diving, see if we get anything that way. I am extremely reticent to paying for food because that's good soil money we're losing. How much? Oh, that's so much. This is so much money. Are we essentially saying that we can make this back by... No, the answer is no. The answer is no. We can't make that back, I think. So we're just going to go a little bit more dumpster diving. May as well pop in and say hello to the elderly couple. Hello. Also hello to you. I have been... I was going to say a naughty word, but I'm aware that tends not to go down well. Green beans, need a local farmer. It's Vincent's birthday, we've got a daffodil lined up. Same for Haley for Sunday. I don't really know what to buy. But aren't you closed on Wednesdays? We're going to sell that. I'll never use it. It's too much. I can't... Well, it's not too much. I just can't be bothered. Basically, it's the long and short of it. What do you think's going to be a good ROI? I'm getting the financial... That's right. I'm getting the financial terminology out now. I think it would make sense to get a few different bits and pieces. I don't think that we have shipped potatoes yet, so let's grab a few tatties. What else? What else could we do? Do we want to go cauliflower? No, I don't think so at the moment. Don't think so to the jazz either. What about kale? How do we feel on the kale front? I don't hail the kale, just to be honest. Well, hey, by the way, what a crime of rhyme. Right. Yeah, I think that looks good at the moment. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else we can do? Could have said hello to Willy there, but I'll be honest, my character, I'm RPing. Actually, this is all roleplay. I'm role-playing as someone that's absolutely furious. I'm going to stop talking about it because you're all going, shut up! But also, my channel, my rules. Let's put that there. I suppose it's an interesting conundrum, actually. I can't plant these because I have no energy. Oh, field snack. Thank you, bin food. Alright. And we'll just start laying down potatoes wherever we can. 3, 6, 8. Oh, so close. Anyway, I asked how you're doing. I hope that you guys are doing okay. It's been a little while since I last played Stardew, so I'm glad to be back with it, even despite the certain, I won't say the company, I won't say the name, problems. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've been up to. Not much. It's just been work, really. We're coming up to the summer holidays, which will be lovely. I hope you guys, I was going to say, have you guys got anything planned? If so, let me know in the comments down below. Ha ha ha. But I'm trying to think. I'm going to France for a little bit, which would be lovely. We're going to the south of France in a little Airbnb with my family because my sister is pregnant. But that will be really nice, essentially, just have a little getaway. We're not going for a few days after the holiday ends, so I've got a little time where I get to just kind of, I was going to say crash out. I'm crashing out. Oh lord, I'm crashing out. At home, which will be quite needed, I think. It's been quite a long year. It's been a pretty chaotic year. But, I mean, apart from that, going to seaside. Call me Ken because my job is clearly beach. Hardy har har. Yeah, it'll just be nice to kind of chill for a little bit, to be honest. It's been a long old year. A lot's gone on this year. It's been very busy. Oh, I know what's happened, actually. My sister has had her gender of her child scanned. That was such a weird phrasing by me. She had the gender of her child scanned. Not she was scanned. Not her child was scanned. the gender was scanned. Just absolutely bizarre phrasing on my behalf. Yeah, she got the scan of her child. She's 20 weeks pregnant. So they have been able to get that scan through, and they have found out that they are going to have a little girl, which is super, super exciting. It's the, I'm sure I said this last time, but I'm going to reiterate. First time that kind of my generation of close family are having a child, so everyone's really, really excited by this. It's really, weird to think, my partner's going to be an Anne, I'm not ready to call myself the U word yet. It just makes me feel old to know that, you go from your entire life being the youngest in the generation, so to speak, and then suddenly it's not the case anymore. Actually, you find that you're growing up a lot faster. This is becoming like almost an animated movie level realization. On that day, he found out he was growing up. He was going to become a man. I know many people would refer to me as a man-child a lot, so it's really, really weird news to kind of have to reconcile with, all things considered. Right, whilst we wait, may as well do a little redecorating. Put that there. We'll bring this bad boy over. Let's put it here. Let's bring our bed. I was gonna put it there, but I guess we're going to have to put it there. Because a certain doggo is in the way. Watering cam proficiency. Oh, trying to get me demonetized. Haha, like I'm demonetized in the first place. Okay, fishing as well, that's nice. Oh, crab pots. That's useful. That's really useful. 60? That's unbelievable. We've been scammed. Right. Let's have a looky at what the day is going to be like. Neutral. Well, well, well. The greens. We already know how to make stir fry. Carrots. Let's hold 2 carrots back. We'll sell all the rest, but hold 2 of them back. Dear Farmer Bobby Brick, I'd like to apologise for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's a really nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Continued on next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter Robin. I remember, parasocial relationship and all that jazz. When I first started playing Stardew, walked in and Robin greets you, and I was like, that's the romance. And then Demetrius suddenly appears, and I just remember feeling like, you. I don't think I've ever. I see you've been exploring the old mine, you've got an adventurous spirit, that much I can tell you. Oh wait, no, this was Southern Axeman. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll earn yourself a place in my adventurers guild. Be careful. Marlin. Don't know why I need to be in voice, but it did. Dear Bobby Brick, how are you doing, sweetie? I've missed you so much since you left. I hope the farming life is everything you hoped for. Love, Mum. I sent your favourite cookies. Thanks, Mum. Into the... We need the cash, Mum. We need the cash. Forging ahead. I swear to goodness, sometimes I've got dyslexia or something that is unfathomable. And I also know that many of you will be thinking, wow, it seems like you have a lot based on how you're talking in these episodes. I don't actually know. I just kind of go with the vibe. It's a bit of banter and all that jazz. But yeah, no, I remember meeting Demetrius and being like, oh, you have taken the waifu. This is unbelievable levels of betrayal. And I think that's why even a little bit of me now is like, there's something in Demetrius that just rage baits me. I'm like, Robin, please. We could be so happy together. Just leave your family. But this is going down a dark path. I'm gonna stop right there. Instead, we'll just listen to the music as I struggle to farm. You know, sorry, I know I said we're going to listen to the music. I was just thinking, because as you get, you know, more and more proficient and you get more money and you upgrade your gear and stuff like that, I was just thinking about the fact you can kind of essentially hold the click button until a point where you are like, you know, watering vast areas at a time. I always remember just looking at it and thinking, wow, even this is quite time consuming. And I just thought, weapon wheel, man. Could it not be like a wheel, like you... Yes, I missed the field, that's okay. You should watch me in COD, brother, if you think that was bad. I just thought, oh, like a weapon wheels type system would be really, really nice. Again, no idea what I'm talking about, because I'm not a coder. Developer? You know what I'm trying to say. I just go, yeah, it'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? It'd be quite nice. Have you watched anything recently? I have not. I'm gearing up to watch The Odyssey. I feel like I'm really trying to talk about controversial things, but also I'm like, it doesn't really feel controversial to want to watch Christopher Nolan's newest film. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've just seen a few articles that come out calling it's a masterpiece, one of the greatest films Christopher Nolan's ever made. And I'll just level with you, I already absolutely love Christopher Nolan films. So the fact that people are like raving about this just makes me go, ooh, I hope it's good. Please be good. Please be good. Vincent, are you here? Hello, Jody. It's 10 already, my goodness. I still have tons of work to do, right? We're running after Jazz. She'll lead me to Vincent. Please, Jasmine. Dun, dun. Anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I got super into... I got super into... based on me talking about The Odyssey and me being really pumped. Can you make any guesses before I say it? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I'm sure you probably managed to guess. I got super into Epic, the musical, last year. Really, really like that musical. In fact, so much so, we don't have school here, but I'm doing my best to give Vincent and Jazz a proper education. Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. On his birthday, you bully. Is that a birthday present? Can I open it now? Oh wow, this is exactly what I wanted. Yay! Said no young child ever. But yeah, no, I got super into... Actually, I'm going to lower the music volume a little bit. I will check later on, just to see if it's good, and then I can kind of fix it for the next episode, but it just feels too loud in my ears at the moment. Yeah, I got super into Epic, the musical, last year. So much so that I was in like the top 0.001% of listeners or something like that, which, saying out loud, feels very, you know, I'm kind of like, don't judge me, please don't judge me for my sins, but also, you know what, I don't care. I think it's an amazing musical. I really, really like it. I'd always been quite the fan of Heathers the musical, but then with Epic the musical releasing, I'm like, oh, I think actually that might be the one. I'd ask you to throw a ball around, but you don't really seem like a sports type. I'm fine just watching you from a distance. Yeah, some people just aren't made for sports. Ha, tubular dubula. Did you watch the game last night? Ludicrous display. Wait, do you even have a TV set? Yes, I do. I watch Queen of Sauce on that all the time, thank you. And no, don't get any ideas from that. Time's been tough lately. I got laid off of my job as a bus driver. If I got that job back, I could drive you to Calico Desert. Delightful. Oh, wait, the bundle. Oh my god, I've not been paying any level of attention to the bundles. Right, let's actually focus up and think about which bundles we can start hitting. This is summer, so let's go to spring. Hopefully I sold that and that. I haven't sold any leek. Right, so let's go. That's my goal. That is our goal for today. We want to try our very best to find those items, because then we can start getting a better look at some of the other options that start popping up as well, which would be really helpful. Right. Many people are saying, would have been good to get rid of the oyster. I freaking know that, dude. It's all part of the plan. What plan you're asking? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me. Don't ask, don't tell, and all that jazz. Right. Let's have a look up here to see if we can find any leaks. Nil point. Oh, it's Linus. Hello, Linus. I think that's his name. Linus. Good to see you, bud. Anything around here? Nope. So far, looking like it might just be a waste of time, just to be honest. But you know, I said it last episode, I'm going to say it now. We're just going into this for the love of the game. We don't need any validation from certain ghostly family members. We just need to enjoy the game and all it brings. Oh, I need to go and get seeds. This is actually among the least optimal. I feel like the first episode I put out, I was playing pretty optimally. I thought, yeah, you know, doing this, doing that. And now I'm like, oh, this episode, it's not exactly stacking up to be my greatest episode I've ever produced, you know? Wait, it's closed on. Listen, it's a heat wave right now. I'm not thinking straight. It's all going to my head. Frankly, we're lucky I'm not passed out on the floor as an individual who's highly susceptible to the heat. It's not my fault, man. I couldn't help it. I also could have been making... No, we can't. We haven't got iron bars. Never mind. Yeah, no, it's not my fault that I'm playing incredibly poorly at the moment. It's all the games, man. It's all the games, dude. Did you believe that? I feel like I convinced at least one person. Dandelions. Lovely. That's another one. Lost book. You found Lost Book. The library's collection has been expanded. I'm sure I at one point knew what that was, but now, no idea. No idea what that does. I'm going to quickly have a look-see. That's why I was walking to a bush. Don't game and walk, people. Don't game and walk. Mission critical. Hats. I forgot about the hat seller. Hello. Solwester. I can only apologise if you're watching this. This is incredibly suboptimal play at the moment. But also I don't particularly care. I'm just kind of hamming it up for a bit of that content, baby. Bit of that content. Also, if you comment a mean comment, then not only will I cry, I'll also ban you and report you to my dad, who is both micro and soft, and also happens to own this company. Thank you. What am I saying? I am so incredibly sorry. Please get us to Sunday. Everyone's thinking, please don't let the madman talk anymore. You can't handle the truth. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just say them. This morning I accidentally stepped on a bug. Oh, I hate when I do that. Anyway, on to slightly, hopefully happier news. Yeah, my sister, she's had that gender reveal. It was really exciting. We went around to my mother's home, who really kindly had put up like photos from when we were younger, and I feel like so that you're all aware, yes, the rumours are true. I am a twin. I know. I didn't believe it either. Yeah, I am a twin. My sister and I are born 2 minutes apart. So all the photos that my mum has are like when we were really young, and both. Oh, Captain Duh. Yeah, we're both the same age. Because we're twins, and yeah, it was really sweet to kind of walk into house, see those photos. My sister and her partner uh, had been there for a little bit, and they it was funny in a way. They had made, I say they, it was definitely my sister, because like me, her partner is incapable of like baking. So she had made cupcakes with a filling, like a blue or a pink filling, and they made us guess. And my guess was girl. I think that you're going to have a girl, because it would feel fitting that I am just going to spend my entire life surrounded by women. Hello, Bobby Brick. Your name's not Bobby Brick, my name's Bobby Brick. Hello, Robin. Sorry. Oh, wait a second. Today's not been all of that talk about suboptimal play. It's been completely vindicated. I have actually turned out to be a golden god of this game, said no one. Yeah, she had made these custom cupcakes, which she then said, some of these are absolutely disgusting, but I don't know which one. And then put them all down and just looked at us expectantly to tuck in, essentially. And obviously, it created some level of fear in me. I can't lie, going, you've really not convinced me to push the boat out and try any of these, actually, my darling little sister. It was really one of those ones where you go, wow, I already feel ill just from the idea. Just from the idea of trying these. Right, green beans, cauliflower, potato. Right, we're gonna get green beans tomorrow, so we can go and get that. We've got to also absolutely lock in on the parsnip front. Fine on those. Obviously, animal bundle and all those bundles we don't need to worry about too much. Have we got any of these back at the house? We can have a look when we go back. Yeah, no, so it was really quite funny. It was sweet in many ways, but also I am sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy varmints. Ah, you turned up at the right moment, son. Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. Pull a Modern Family, cut off the head, and put it on a pike. She wanted to send a message to the other rats. It was me. I'm sorry. Listen, look at me. I am the bin hat now. I find a lot of hot fresh food in these cans, stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Not everyone's cut out for this world, Bobby Brick. You don't know what it's like to be me. I'm not harming anyone. I just wanted to live life in my own way. Is that so wrong? That's George's private property. No, but you should get a job and stop leeching. Right. I feel like there's a clear correct answer here, so I'm going to go for that one. It's a shame for food to go to waste. Thanks, Bobby Brick. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. I'm just gonna pick this George's used... I can't say that. I'm so sorry. You can go home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. Don't. You'll find his used things in here, just on top of the baguettes. Right next to the cucumbers, Bobby. Don't do it to yourself. Oh, I don't love that noise. Wait. I know what you are doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. That's nice. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on. Take it. That was nice. Oh, Gus, you're a good guy. I forgot about that scene. What was I saying? Yeah, no, I must confess, I'm gonna say it. I am a picky eater. Right, George's used so-and-so's. His used zucchini fritters, that's what I was talking about. They're half-eaten, dudes. Right. Yeah, I am a bit of a picky eater, so when she suddenly started going on about how, oh, well, you know, these things, they aren't always very nice. Like the icing in this one came out kind of wrong and didn't taste very nice. It made me go, I kind of want to gouge my eyes out right now. Narrator voice, I did not gouge my eyes out. I low-key wanted to, but I did, because it was her gender reveal, I did eat the cupcake. And you know what? It was pretty nice, actually. It was good. I don't really know what she was talking about. It was much better than I thought it was going to be from her words, essentially. We'll keep the leek. That's good energy level. We've got this for birthday in a few days. Dandelion. I'm not sure how much people love dandelion, so I'm going to sell the dandelion. Right. And we will lay down our seeds. And we are going to get to a point where we're going to have to go absolute hamboni on the parsnip front, because we need those golden tier parsnips. In fact, if I have a look, no, it's the quality crop bundle. Yeah, we need a lot. Same for the melons. In fact, we'll be going quite heavy on the melon front. Good doggy. And we go to sleep. Ooh. Do we have enough for the next tier of bag, actually? That would be delightfully devilish. Right, 11th of spring. Living off the land. No, it's, yeah, I forgot, it's basically useless once you... Is it useless? I always feel the need to watch these things because I'm not really, like, certain. No golds. I'm not going to turn to the Joker. I'm not going to do it yet. Inventory full. That bodes well. Right. How many potatoes did we need, actually? Right, we want to sell these. That's not really what I meant to do. And we'll get rid of that. Keep parsnip back. We'll sell those. And I lost my favourite axe. If you find it, please return ASAP. I'm having trouble, having a tough time without it. There's 250 gold in it for whoever finds the thing. Robin, we found that, but it wouldn't let me pick it up. Darn you, brain. I cannot for the life of me remember where it was now. Uh-oh. By the way, uh-oh. The keen eye among you will know how few golden parsnips we managed to find there. Namely, 0. That is mildly concerning, to put it lightly. Right, let's lay some water down. What are we gonna do about this? We need to get golden parsnips. We also need to get the beans, don't we? Cauliflowers are growing. Right, we've got to get greens. We've got to get parsnips. We don't necessarily need a lot of beans. Sorry, I'm mulling at the moment. I'm mulling. Just leave me to think. Right, we're leaving it there. We're going to come back because we still need to replant anyway. We're going to go find the axe. I'm pretty sure it was like south of Leah's house by the eastern wall cliff thing, aren't they? We can get the pack as well. Then we're going to swing by Rollins, we'll hand it over, we'll do the community centre at the same time. We can go to Pierre's. Oh, it's all coming together, right. I want to say it was over here. Hey! Every now and then. What the heck is that? Only a master of the 5 ways may enter. We might need the energy. We're not going to chop down that tree quite yet, but... How long's that been in the game for? If I go skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clearly they're talking about the 5 skills, but I've never ever noticed that before. I swear there's so much to do in this game. It's actually really impressive. I mean, oh yeah, that's a really unique thought. Ha ha ha. From one of the highest rated games on Steam. Wow, a good game with a lot of content. I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying my opinion, okay? Hello, Vincent. Hello, Jody. You gotta deal with it. Alright, we will go by Pierre's. We need to get loads of parsnips and green beans. Hello, Penny. We can say hello to Harvey as well. Oh, and Mari. We've got medicine for sale. You sure do. Nutrition is important. Good for you for pointing that out. Right, we go around, we come down. It's flu season. Oh, that was good timing. Oh no, I think my dad's gonna cook dinner tonight. Womp womp. Beans. 10 days to mature. Keep producing after that. They grow on trellis. Let's get like 3 of them because I don't think they're gonna have a great return after this. Remember the other day when I was thinking, what could I buy? What could be a really good purchase? If you were screaming at me, these, just keep it to yourself, please. Just keep it to yourself. Right, we're gonna get the bag. I need the bag. I recognise I also said parsnips and very nearly forgot about them. 19 parsnips, there we go. Right, now we swing by Robbins. We're gonna give her the lost axe. We have 8 gold to our name. That is mildly scary, I can't lie, but also it could be okay. It could be absolutely fine. I can't think what else we need to really buy at the moment. A herring frenzy has begun at the beach. Terrifying. Alright. There's Robin. Yep, got your axe. Does that count as having spoken to Robin? No, and I can't speak to Robin now. How delightful. How's the farming business going? It's parsnip season, isn't it? Yep, pretty much. Can we nip inside and say hello? Nope. Well, I tried. Okay, we'll grab the leek for a bit of a bonus for coming up here. Just trying to think what else we can do. I really like maining the friend stuff first, to be honest, because year 2 you can just leave it, and that way it really you just get that time to focus in on it. Admittedly, I don't know what's optimal. I imagine it could... Actually, I really don't know. I don't know what's optimal. I was going to say I imagine it's the working on the farm and building those skills, because then you get stuff that you can gift, and then you focus on the friendships here too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I wonder if there are any... I wonder if there's anything on the forums, man. Robin's Lost Axe. We get more money. Do I go and get 12 more parsnips today? We have 14, 18 more days to grow. I think we lock in on the parsnip front. Right. The question becomes, will we be able to use these effectively? I'm going to say yes, even though I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I think, yeah, we can definitely have energy left over to spare for other things. Yeah. I have no idea, man. Quickly go ahead and do that. Another book for the book gods. The library has been expanded. Delightful. I'm going to have a look at daffodils, because these are a lot of people saying I like daffodils. I am quite curious what our kind of percentage of daffodil enjoyers is. Right, put our trellises there. And we'll start laying down the parsnippingtons. Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm really trying to not go into this with the mindset of I have to be perfectly optimal and, you know, damn everything, essentially, because I was like that my first time around playing Stardew, but I think there's something to be said for just treating it as like a relaxing game, essentially. Nothing more to it, because it is a game at the end of the day, you know. And I know you're going, yeah, we freaking know that. Why are you talking, you dummy? I don't know, I think I just like the sound of my own voice, so I'm going to keep talking, just to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it's one of those ones where it almost spoiled the experience for me a little bit, because I was so you know, I'd spend each day probably an hour planning the entire day, getting my route sorted, you know, after checking luck and weather and all these things, so that every single day was optimal to kind of maximize the possible score I'd get. And I think, in a way, it did spoil the game a bit, because it took what is this kind of really charming, cozy lifestyle sim, really, and just made it, right, how do I squeeze as much juice from this as possible? Which, you know, if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea, that's fine. And I suppose in a literal sense it's very much my cup of tea. But also, I'm trying to just find a way to ease off a little bit, you know? Just enjoy the ride, rather than always worrying about, oh, I need to, like, maximize this, that, and the other. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think there's a place for it. I've just started playing Diablo, for goodness sakes, and that is, like, you know, as a Stellaris enjoyer, I do like watching the numbers go up in Diablo, but it's definitely one of those games which is a very, how am I going to say the word? It's a very different experience, shall we say? Very, very different experience. May as well hold on to that, because we are going to use it. Carp. Do we need carp for any of the fish tanks? No carp. No carp. It's definitely not in a crab pot bundle. Carp, yes sir. We're going to drop that off in a minute. May as well go and do a little fishing whilst we're at it, you know. You know how dogs is and all that. But yeah, I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know. I think it's not that I'm judging anyone for playing the game in a different way. I guess I think my partner's just kind of, she's almost enlightened me, right? I'm like, I was up here about it, and she's just kind of been like, yeah, this is how I'm going to play it, and I'm completely fine with that. And I've gone, wait a second, you mean you don't have to completely rework your entire mentality to play the game in a certain way? This is unheard of behaviour, quite frankly. So I'm trying to kind of learn from that and take it a bit more chill, a bit more slow, essentially. Um, yeah, I don't think there's much more to my asinine rambling than that, all things considered. Just gonna try and take it a little slower. Why do I feel like Bream's on here? Let's check Bream. Brigety Bream. River? No. Specialty? No. Lake? Also no. Never mind. I'm just wasting everyone's time. Off I go doing some more fishing. But yeah, I don't know. I think just trying something a bit different. Just gonna relax, mellow a little. My goodness, from the job I get enough stress. Oh, did I say my chair thrower is going to be leaving, which is very nice. Obviously he can be lovely, so there is a part of me that feels bad when I'm saying, oh, it's going to be lovely when he's gone, but also he is a lot. He is rather a lot sometimes, so it'll be quite nice in a way to just be like, this is, I mean, I wouldn't even have been teaching him if he was staying. You know, I'll miss talking about Star Wars and movies and things like that with him, because he is, when he's in a good mood, he's genuinely lovely. But yeah, it can be quite a lot sometimes when I'm like, right, let's do our learning, and he goes, actually, I'm learning how to throw chairs, whammo. And I'm like, this isn't really what I signed up for when I chose to become a teacher, actually. River jelly, we got to keep a hold of that. I found out there's something called the dehydrator, which I'm now realising I found out with you guys earlier. So actually I'm going to shut my mouth once again. No, nothing in the bins, no bin tech available. Yeah, I just go, it's interesting. Business has been slow lately. You should upgrade your tools. I could use the cash. You are a very special man, one of God's own. Nope, nothing. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it is just a bit of a bop, isn't it? I do like the music. Yeah, I don't know. You just go, actually, I could do without being whammoed on a daily basis by a chair. Fortunately, not been hit by one yet. I've managed to matrix my way out of it each time, but, you know, it's not to say it hasn't been close every now and then, right? Yeah, he's a character, to say the least. I will miss him in many ways, but I will not miss having to worry if I'm about to be hit by a chair on a daily basis. Oh, I could have used the oyster. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? I can quickly nip down and see if there are any at the beach right now, because we have nowhere better to be. Yeah, I won't miss the kind of worrying about whether I'm going to be splattered or not. It made for an interesting run each day, or it has, still ongoing, I suppose. I've still got 4.5 more days of it. It's, you know, a good one, to be certain. It's a good one. Clam. Anything else? Oh, hello. Can you hear the siren going on outside? Hello. Say hello, Mr. Siren. It's lovely to hear you. No, nothing. Right, let's get these bad boys sold in that case. Well, we could take the clam and put it in, I suppose. Gotta know where bad it'd be. They found me, clearly. No, I don't know. What do you guys think? My parents say, back in my day, we didn't have to deal with any chair throwing, blah blah blah. And they say it enough. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're actually right. Maybe there is something going on with the current generation or something, right? But I'm also like, I don't know. I feel like back in my parents' day, they were very quick to just be like, oh no, that person's just they just got anger problems, or they're just problematic or something. They're just naughty child. Whereas nowadays, you kind of know more about the situations. I guess I don't know. I honestly just don't know. I'm just kind of hypothesizing different possibilities because it doesn't feel possible to me that it's more nowadays than it used to be, right? It feels like it must just be the same, but maybe it's more recognized. Once again, why am I putting the daffodil away? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, actually, my pet. Where do I see my pets? Yes, half a heart. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know. It's long and short of it. I just don't know. Watering can efficiency, hope efficiency, very nice. We can craft the bee house, also very nice. Oh, that was a lot of money. Mainly for potatoes, which I did not replant. Fool. Oh my goodness, that was like one of the big things I said I needed to do. Replant the spare potatoes. Right, I must remember that next time. Very displeased on the karmatic front. Go here, we're going to do that. Say hello to my partner, she's just come upstairs. Hello, partner. Nice to see you, partner. We haven't got any tapper or anything like that. What are the skills again? So I haven't got any iron. I do need to go mining. Egg Festival in the square. You should arrive between these times. I'll think about it. Mayor Lewis, I shall indeed think about it. Strawberries. Aren't they sold there, right? We need to hoard our money. We need to get loads of strawberries for next year, I want to say. No, I don't know if they're spring or summer, now that I think about it. I really don't know. No, not ready. Not ready. Not even by half. Whoops. The doggo. I must remember water for the doggo. This is... I've said it to my partner because she really wants to like do up our garden and make it nice and all these things, which I am all for. On the times I've done gardening, I really enjoy it. The problem, and this is where I'm like, maybe my parents have a point about my generation, is if it doesn't make noise and directly request me, it dies. So if this dog were not barking, I am about somewhere between 100 and 1,000,000% confident if it were capable of dying, it would be dead, because I would be like, wait, I had a dog? I don't remember that. I'm too busy making sure that my 20th, yes, I watered your can, have your drink, little doggo. I'm like, yep, I think actually you would turn into a very... How many crows have you scared off? 3 crows, that's 3 crops. I appreciate it, big man. Yeah, I'm very confident the dog would have met a very dehydrated end. Speaking of which, me and my partner really want to get a dog. What's your favourite dog breed? I must say, we had, and when I say we, not me and my partner, this is when I was a young man, we had a big dog called Leo, who was like our pride and joy. I love big dogs. He unfortunately passed away a few years ago. He got to the ripe old age of about 15, and you're thinking, you don't even know the name or the age of your beloved dog. You liar. You don't love him, really. I did love him. The problem was that he was a street dog. He came right out of Athens, straight off the street of Athens, man. And he was gorgeous, like pride of the town type thing, you know. I was a very antisocial teenager, and I you know, hoodie up. Oh, I don't want to talk to anyone, man. I'm just walking my dog. You see them walking around, and you go, oh, I'm not sure I want to talk to you. You don't, you know, when you walk around, you go, hi, you're right. But I was, oh, grr, I don't want to be here, man. And it's off-putting. But everyone would stop me. They'd say, wait, this dog, I need to know the name of this dog. And genuinely, my dog was loved by the town. By the end of his life, everyone around town knew about Leo. He was, I'm gonna have to fish a photo out and look at him now. Not to be clear, not because I need the photo to remember what he looks. That couldn't have been timed better. Not because I need the photo. No. For me, thank you. You're very welcome, Haley. What? Haley is ignoring you. Yep, truly horrible woman. Right. Yeah, not because I need the reminder of what my own dog looks like, to be clear. I recognise now how that sounds. I remember how my dog looked. More so, I'm like, oh, he was such a beautiful dog, you know. You just see those dogs and you go, wow, you are, like, you know, just a really lovely dog, essentially. Like, you know, really calm, really, like, thick mane, and, like, just very noble, very regal dog, essentially. He really was a gentle giant, and I've completely forgotten where I was going with this. I'm now just reminiscing. Anyway, he was a character, to say the least. He, as said, was street dog, straight out of Athens, man. And you know, you can take the dog out of the hood. It turns out, narrated voice, you cannot take the hood out of the dog, because he was like, how do I say this in a nice way? The most autistic dog known to man. He was a cat, effectively. He was just a cat. He did not... No, we didn't catch bream. I was like, wait, did I sell the bream that I needed? He just hated everyone except when he was getting fed or when he was being pet, essentially. He would just find his spot and tuck away into it and be like, no, you leave me alone, peasant. Okay, I don't need you around me. He just was so street. You know, you would try and be like, Leo, do you want to, you know, have a bit of food or something like that? And he'd be like, yeah, I'm having your food. You know, it was constant. We'd be having dinner, and he was such a big dog, he'd just sidle up and be like, and put his head on the table, just to come and join you, and really casually be like, yeah, just in case you want to feed me, I'm here. In fact, I remember one time, this was probably a few months after we gotten him, and genuinely, he was a gentle giant, because first day we got him, understandably, because he was scared by his new environment and all that, he didn't really want to come into the house. He just kind of hid, bless him. And it took my mum staying out with him until about, like, I want to say 11 o'clock at night, for him to decide it was safe to come in, bless him. And he just hid by the side of the house, came in, and then a few months later, he was just decided, yeah, you know what? I rule the roost now. I am top doggo. So we'd sat down to have a roast, and you know, I'm actually gonna make myself hungry talking about this, but I'm still gonna do it for you, dear viewer. We sat down for a roast, and beautiful. Oh, the chicken. the potatoes, the veg, all of it. Oh, 10 out of 10 stuff. And decided, oh, I forgot. I need to go and get the cutlery and the dishes and da 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 da. We all went out to go and get all this stuff, and we just heard this clang come from the living room. Run in. What on earth was that? Something's happened. Something had happened. The Doug had decided to jump up onto a high shelf, bear in mind, and he jumped up, taken the entire bloody chicken, and run off with it to like a corner of the room. Because again, street dog, so he was like, this is my safe corner, this is my spot. And he had the chicken there, and my sister is very much like, you will listen to me type character. So she was like, Leo, leave it. And he, again, obviously didn't know English, street dog from Athens, and he was just like going nuts because she then decided, well, I'm going to get the chicken off of him. And he's a street dog, it's in his blood, he's territorial, so, you know, she goes after the chicken, and he will start snarling and, like, nipping towards her, not like big biting, but just like nipping, just being like, no, this is my space. And my sister obviously knew this would happen. She goes, right, well, obviously I'm not putting my hand near this massive dog who might nip me. Instead, she goes and gets a broom, and you're thinking, a broom? What bloomin' good is that going to do? The correct answer is no good at all. No good at all, because my sister decides, I'm just going to start smacking this broom. A fearsome predator that will eat almost anything crammed in its mouth. Ling cod. Do we want to get a rare seed? I think I want to save for the strawberries tomorrow. I want to save for the strawberries. Yeah, she gets this broom and just starts smacking the ground next to the dog. A dog's going nuts, but not at her, because it thinks the broom is trying to take his food. So it's like, rah, 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 and snarling and like nipping towards the broom. And this entire time, it's just going, let it go, let it go. And he's got this he's got this chicken well and truly caught between his paws, so that no one's getting it out from there. And the entire time, I mean, we're talking probably about 10 minutes towards this broom that my sister's just screaming, give us the chicken, give us the chicken. It's like she's playing a damn battle royale or something like that, you know. But ultimately, and you're not going to believe it, she did not get the chicken. It was well and truly the dog's dinner. And by that point, it was on the floor. No one was going to have it. And I get her point of, well, we don't want the dog to think that it has the ability to take food from the table. I completely agree with that. But by that point, that nothing was getting that chicken away from that dog. It was completely the dog's dinner, so to speak. So, yeah. You just look back on it and you go, wow, he was a weird dog. he was a weird dog, man. Loved him, though. Absolutely loved him to death. Really just a character. Remember, maybe 2 years into owning Leo, he was, by this point, a bit better trained. I mean, as well trained as you can be when your owner, my mother, is the type of character who's like, well, yeah, he's just a dog and you don't want to yell at him and you don't want to do this, that and the other. And you go like, he needs to be trained. And she's like, no, you know, he's just a dog. Let him do what he wants to do. Don't yell at him. So he was a bit better trained, more accommodating and used to kind of civilized ways of the world, so to speak. But still a street dog at heart. And my mum, my sister and I, on a lovely spring day, decided, you know what, we're out here in the countryside. We're going to go and take him on a little walkie up to our local field, just to, you know, get the most of this summer, spring day, whatever it was, doesn't matter for the sake of the story. So up we go, and he was a big dog, so he was fully harnessed up, and we get up there and we go, well, can't do any harm now. Let's unharness him. Let him have a free run. off comes the harness, and immediately he just bolts, which is fine. We knew he was going to bolt, and he was actually, in an autistic way, very, very good about kind of coming back and waiting for his pack type thing. He always knew not to go too far, but he just bolted, and obviously street dog. Name recall was not really his kettle of fish. Ha ha ha, get more fishing. He would just kind of go. And anyway, off he went, free running. And you go, yeah, oh, he's having such a nice time. And then went, what's that in the distance? And we kind of walk a bit further, and we notice in the middle of this field, and the farmer can thank us for it, although I did not, we notice way off in the field is this pack of rabbits just grazing on the farmer's crop. And Leo clearly must not have been a street dog. He must have been some kind of farm hand. He just bolted right at them. And for a big dog that he was, and he was a big boy, you wouldn't be able to tell, but he could pick up speed incredibly quickly, like incredibly fast, to the point there were times I saw him keeping up with deer. And anyway, he just pelts it towards these dogs, towards these rabbits, and all of us immediately know what's about to happen. Leo, come back! Leo, no! Yeah, he managed to catch a rabbit in his I hate you, Elliot. Oh, you are a bad man. Leah, this is a really nice gift, thank you. That's how you actually respond, Elliot. Oi, Gus, give me another pint of your strongest. Yes, Pam. Yeah, he pelts towards these rabbits, and he manages to catch one in his jaw, and oh, it was so bad. It was so bad, and I was probably like 13 again, angsty teen. But at my heart, I was but a tentative soul. I was nothing but a tender, tentative soul. I just immediately ran. I was like, no, why have you done this? I started running, and my mum is, we need your help. We need to get this dog back. And I'm like, no, I can't. I just bolted, essentially, off to a car. And you know what? I got to the car. And just went, I can't even be around him. Cannot even be around him right now. I just feel sick of him. So what did I do? I just started walking. And, you know, this is a field we'd taken a car to get to. I was like, I can't even be in the same car as him right now. I'm sick of him. That was horrible. It was evil. So I just start walking, to the point my mum and my sister pass me, and in the car, and like, are you coming? I'm like, no, I can't be around that dog. He's evil. And they're like, get in the car. I'm like, no, you can't make me. He's a monster. He's a murderer. And so they did the only thing they knew what to do. They drove off without me, and I walked home, a few miles home. It was a warm day as well, but you know what? I don't regret it. It made for an interesting memory that my family loved to bring up regularly. And I'm going to use the term, ever so mildly traumatized, ever so mildly traumatized by that. I am now, you'll be glad to know, through years of playing Black Ops 2 when I was a young lad, I am desensitized now to the dangers, the evils of the world. But at that point I was like, I just cannot be doing with this dog. It's awful. Yeah. no, that's an exciting time. I remember that very, very well. But yeah, no, you just look back on it and you go, you know, what was traumatic in the moment is, comedy for the future, so to speak. So anyway, no, no, don't say that. Do not say that. You can all thank me for stopping myself from saying what I was about to say there. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. Dogs. Me and my partner are thinking about getting one. Essentially, it's all exciting, all exciting stuff. Yeah, and in terms of dogs, I don't really know what type to get. As a teacher, you, let's say you worry, but you don't really want to, like, it doesn't feel fair to have a dog and just leave it behind, does it? You know, because you got to work, obviously, from, like, whenever you go, which is probably, for me, I'd say, well, I aim for 7:30. Time I actually managed to get out is probably a little later. Most days, probably around 7:40, and then you're out until, minimum. I mean, school gate closes at, say, 3:30. So that's what, like, 8 hours approximately, not including like travel time to get home. Probably talking about 8.5 hours by that point. Doesn't really feel fair to leave a dog behind. So you're at that point, you're really talking about, like, okay, I'm going to leave my dog at home, and then, like, do you get a dog sitter in? I don't love the idea of someone just coming in and be like, yeah, what's he got in this straw roll? Yeah. And not to say a dog sitter would do that. I mean, obviously you go for a good dog sitter and, you hope that they're going to be, like, observant of your personal space and blah, 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 blah. But there's the paranoid, but the thing about my family that you need to realize, a lot of very, very paranoid people. Don't ask me about conspiracy theory. Okay, because you asked me, obviously you get lots of conspiracies that happen. But okay, listen, I won't force everyone to listen to me go on about conspiracies. We'll leave it for another time. But yeah, you just think about all these, like, people that you could come into your home as, like, a dog sitter and stuff like that, and I just gotta be honest, I don't love it. I really don't love the idea of having someone just come into my home and be able to, like, obviously they're going to be professional, obviously, but there's the small part that's like, what if they decide to rummage around in my... And now you're all thinking, well, what are you hiding? It's nothing, it's just the bodies. No, listen, not actually, but you just go, like, it just kind of makes me uncomfortable, right? That they have the ability to go through my things. It's like a lot of trust to put in, let's be honest, a complete stranger. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know. They might look at my home and be like, right, time to get funky with it. They could, I've watched the 70s horror movies. I know what the babysitters have gotten up. Who said dog sitter wouldn't do the same? In England, we have something called dogging. Do not look that up, okay? But, the point still frickin' stands, dude. It still frickin' stands. Right, now that I've well and truly shamed myself. Obviously, the Egg Festival, we need to go into town before 2, but why don't we just make use of a little bit more of the energy, right? We can do a bit of fishing or something, maybe look for perhaps a mite of forageables down here, perchance. Willie's got the idea, my man. Yeah, I don't know, all in all, I don't know. It's just something that makes me uncomfortable. And then you got to think, what breeds could manage even going a few hours? Because I thought maybe, like, in case you hadn't guessed, I love the big dogs, the big fluffy dogs. So I'd thought about maybe like Saint Bernard or like something like a mountain dog of some kind, but they can be very social and high energy. So you go like, oh, maybe like a golden retriever or something like that, but they're just so expensive. Originally I'd wanted like a Rottweiler. They're just so cute with their little faces. I love the Rottweilers, but I also go, I kind of want to see if I can convince my head teacher to let me bring in whatever dog I bring into my classroom. And a Rottweiler, I feel like on a range between 0 to 10, they're probably copping out a -5 to convincibility, because you look at Rottweilers, I find them very cute, but I feel like a lot of people would look at a Rottweiler and be like, you're a threat to me, my family, my lineage, in fact. So I go, do I really want to have that debate? Probably not, just to be level and honest. I don't know, man. It's really one of those where you just gotta kind of find where you stand on it. You gotta make a compromise, I suppose. It's like life. It's like Socrates said. I don't know, dude. Just fucking do it. You can tell. I'm a well-read individual. I know. I've read the classics. Antigone, Huckleberry Finn. You know, the prose that make our philosophical mindsets. I got to be really careful that I don't miss this festival. I think it's set until 2 o'clock, so this is probably going to be the last one. I don't really want to mess around with potentially losing this festival. That would be what the kids call an Omega level L. That's right, I'm hip and cool and down with the kids. Okay, we made it. Strawberries, spring. Ooh, you so-and-so. Right, is there anything we really need to buy? We can come back for things like seasonal plants next year. Let's get... Well, I was going to say 16, but I accidentally clicked. 20, I suppose. Strawberries. And let's go for a bit of a chat. Our hens have been working overtime to prepare for this festival. They deserve the best tonight. Bowls full of sweet yellow corn. No one really talks to me. I just came for the deviled eggs. Fair enough. Is there any more food? I put something nice to punch. You're a monster. I would... Well, if you did that to me, we would not be friends. Egg, what a strange thing to eat. Listen, that's true. Who watched a chicken lay an egg and went, that needs to go in my stomach? What's Marlon gonna say? Even my bad leg, I've never missed a town festival. Good on you, Marlon. Good on you. Not yet. Vincent enjoys this festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. Delightful. Colouring eggs. Aaliyah says, this fruit punch is unusually good. Do not let the children partake. My God. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. I would find some eggs before Vincent takes them all. Children have been looking forward to this festival for weeks. Not yet. Why click on him when I knew what the outcome would be? Eggs? Why eggs? Listen. Kindred souls, you hear what I was just saying to Demetrius? Searching for eggs like going on a treasure hunt. We used to do a rotten egg toss. Mayor Lewis put an end to that pretty quick. I can't imagine why. By those allergies. I hear that. It's the 2 worst people in the valley. Hello. I try to eat 3 eggs every day. I need that protein for my legs. What about your arms? What about your arms, nincompoop? Anything? I feel like I haven't talked to everyone. Gus, Pierre, Wizard. Nah, we'll live without talking to them. They don't matter, right? Spoken to Willie. Let's go talk to Lewis. Let's start. Right, time to absolutely attempt to yoke some children in this competition. Right. We are going down and left first. We go towards the houses. Everyone ready? Yep. Egg spotted. Egg gotten. Right, where else? We got one behind the lamppost. Here we go. Next, we're going down to the sewer. Yeah. Okay. Heading up next. Right, valuable seconds caught there. Graves. One. We go another up here. We got another right there. That's okay. We'll swing back to it. I wasn't certain we could catch that one. Up. Then we come down. We got one by the bush. We're gonna do it. We're running the main line. Oh, I've cost myself valuable time. Over here. 10. We got one. Come on. One more in us. We got it. Oh, that must have been good enough. That felt like a very good line. Wow, look at all those eggs. Now, if only you get your kids to pick up litter more efficiently. Boo! Alright, Grandpa. And now, the winner of this year's egg hunt. That's what we call suck it, losers. Yeah, you thought they could... A straw hat? You gotta be freaking kidding me. I forgot what the reward for this was. Lewis, I've just been... You played me. You played me and I'll never forgive you for it. Well, where do we go from here? This is... I don't know how to take that one. Right? Lewis, you will regret your words and your deeds. I don't know when, but you will. You freaking will. Right, we're going to put the strawberries away for next year. Put the iron, cauliflower we still need to sort. Let's get rid of the fish. River jelly. Do I have river jelly? Yes. Hold on to the collie. Fishing rod, recycling machine, I forgot about that. Not a terrible haul, not terrible. Right. Here we go, Sunday. Start by having a look at this. Could potentially make it if we manage to harvest some maple syrup. Leave that with me to mull over. Queen of sauce. We are making coleslaw. Ugh. Not great luck. Okay. Anyway, have you guys seen what's going on in England at the moment, in Old Blighty? I've got to say, I absolutely, and this might be telling for my political beliefs, I suppose, but there is a gentleman who leads what is known as Reform UK called Nigel Farage, who has been found out to have committed a few not good deeds with his finances, like taking crypto bribes, in my opinion. And anyway, he has decided the best course of action is going to be to stand down, and you go, you know what, fair play, mate. But no. What he's decided to do, he has decided it would be best if he went ahead and reran immediately. So he's called a by-election, and very, very reasonably, everyone else has gone, no, we're not going to participate because you're trying to make it look like we're trying to get you out, where in fact all we're doing is trying to make you accountable for your actions. So he is currently he was running unopposed for the seat, and then a fine gentleman, the one, the only, Count Binface, and some people may be going, no, you're lying. No, there is a gentleman. No, pardon me, that was rude. There is an extraterrestrial species currently running for office in Clacton, known as Count Binface, and I've got to say, I like his chutzpah. I've heard him talk a few times. The man, no, rude. Let me retry. The bin. He seems like a good egg. I'm picking up what he's putting down, and I like his words a lot, in the sense of the man is nothing more than an absolute masterclass rage baiter. I absolutely love him. So yeah, he's running against Farage. Oh. Ew, it smells bad. Not Farage, although maybe. The Frog King might smell bad. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. I think Gunther has the key. Gunther? Professor Gunther? The man who runs the museum? Why do you think he has it? I saw a big, rusty, old key. Full tried to insert a few more adjectives there, please. Full out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this has just got to be a match for a big, rusty, old key. A titanic, Atlantic, monolithic, ancient key. There's something moving around in there. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Right, let's get down to business. We look at the Traveller. Anything good? A moral. What a curious proposition. Because we definitely do need that for one of the bundles. I am almost 100% certain. The question becomes, how rare is it? Sorry, I'm really contemplating this. I know we can get it in, or at least I think we can get it in the cave. But how rare is it? Because if it's really rare, I think we leave it. Takes most of ours, and it's only to get that. Yeah, I think we leave it. I don't think it's going to be the be-all end-all for us. Anyway, I desire to sell my straw hat because Mayor Lewis has well and truly peeved me off with that. So we're going to the Hat Mouse. I thought I'd left it for a second, and if I had, I would have. I hate you. Well, at least we got a dandelion. You can't take that away from me. At least we frickin' well got a dandelion, dude. And you know what? We'll get one of our little radish buddies as well. Ooh. We got a few things here. Oh, quite a lot, actually. Wait. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to be, like, anything amazing, but It's not gonna hurt. Do we want to hold back the spring onions? Maybe we like need them for a delivery or a quest later or something. I think yes, we're gonna hold back those 6 spring onions. Another radish. Radish for the radish gods. Vincenzo. No, no, do not walk into the house and sit down on their sofa. That's not okay. Do you reckon anyone likes horseradish? I'm just gonna use my mobicular telephone quickly. Wild horseradish. I'm just gonna see. We got some people that are picking up what they're putting down. A baguette. Never mind. We're gonna go over here and say hello to Emily this way. Hi, Bobby Brick. Do you raise sheep in your barn? You can turn their wool into beautiful bolts of cloth. I love this menu that they've added. Loved gifts, pepper poppers. Afraid I've not got any of those at the mo. We are going to start bulking a little bit because I would like... The weather's interesting today, don't you think? Ludicrous display last night. Sorry. To you too, Penny. To you too. It's okay. We all made mistakes in that conversation. I wonder... Because I hate him. What does Elliot like? Probably to watch the world burn, if I had to guess. He's just the most evil man you'll ever meet. Don't you think, guys? Just awful through and through. I don't know how to express how much I do not like that man. Right. Hello, Alex. Hey. Do you want to, like, talk to me? I'm busy. Yeah, you got an appointment with my fist to your face in a bit. I'm really peaceful, I promise. I know I said I'm a teacher. You can trust me. I promise. So anyway, yeah, no, I don't know. It's just exciting, basically. Does anyone have an extra smallmouth bass? Emily. Where do they come from? We want to do some fishing. That was my thought on what we were going to do next. So I am once again going to check. They are at the town river. That sounds like a plan. It's Haley's birthday. It's frickin' Haley's birthday. I've got to go. No, I've got a dandelion. Okay. Where is Madam Haley? We need to figure out so that we can make sure to give her a gift, because today is our multiplier day. What could we give her? I think dandelion's a good thing to do. So we are going to check and see if she is by the fountain. More dandelion for the dandelion. More dandelion for the dandelion gods. Okay. Do not eat. Oh, you got me a birthday gift. Well, I really like it. You're frickin' welcome, hoser. And we nip in, we give the cauliflower, and then we're pretty much good, apart from the green bean. Right, we have got to lock in on the parsnip front, so much so I'm actually going to go and buy more parsnips. We've got to get that gold. What do we even unlock with this bundle? It's the greenhouse, right? We've got to get that golden. There's just no ifs and or buts. We just gotta do it. Pierre, Pierre, Pierre. Yeah, 4 days. Cool. It runs me when it's time for an election. I like to think it means I'm doing a good job. I like being mayor. And I like Marnie's picture. Sorry, Lewis. It's the moustache. I just can't help it. It's irresistible. I'm just jealous. Marnie's nothing but a sweet delight, clearly, for you. Right. We hold fire on the wild horseradish. That's good giftable material. Spring onion goes in. So does dandelion. So is that spring onion. We're going to hold on to the bread as well. The hat has to go in because I'm being held hostage, essentially, by Mayor Lewis and his frickin' horrible games. Right, we gotta get these 9 parsnips down. But where? How about right here? I know what, we may very well end up making use of that bread in but a moment. 1 short, so close. So, many people seem proud of having very aesthetically pleasing crop gardens in Stardew Valley. If you couldn't tell, not one of those people. I see aesthetics and I laugh in their face. I say, no, no, thank you, my good sir. Why would I want to even mildly consider that? Right, let's go back to the town and fish for that bass. Yeah, I just think, no, why would I want that? Why would I want to have aesthetics when I could have things randomly growing around and throughout? That's just how we roll in this house, actually. Hello, Mr. Harvey. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. I guess I should try to get patience for the neighbouring towns. Maybe. That would make good business sense, Monsieur Harvey. Right. It's fishing time. Broken CD, we keep those because when we get the recycling machine, we are able to make use of it to make quartz. I did not know that either, just in case you're wondering. Marnie, hello, I don't think I've said hello to you today. Has little Leo settled in yet? It's such a nice property for a pet to explore. Yep, it's a real pigsty. Right, we gotta eat this baguette afterwards. More algae for the algae gods. Out of curiosity, have you guys been watching the World Cup? I watched, well, from all I've said, I'm sure many people can figure out, not massively into World Cup, well, football, but I've got to say, my team, which is to say England, has done very, very well this time. We are, in fact, into the... Wait, Bream. Have I seen Bream somewhere? Nope, I am lying to you. I apologise. Shane, wait. Best boy. Hello. I'm busy, can't you tell? No, not really. I stepped on gross earlier and I just bought these shoes. Well, good thing that's what she's for. Anyway, yeah, I don't watch much football, really. I watch the World Cup if England does well. And last night, I was up until 1 in the morning, I want to say, maybe even a bit later than that, because we were doing very well against Norway, who I thought we would just immediately lose against, because I'm pretty sure is his name Haaland, I want to call him, is supposed to be a very, very good player, very dangerous player, and I tuned in during the extra time, overtime, whatever it's called, and absolutely nail biting. So much so, maybe go, oh, I see why people like sports now. When you're actually invested in it, it can be very, very compelling. Gunther can tell you more. Delightful. Takes 8 days to mature, grows faster if planted near a body of water. Harvest with the scythe. Good to know. Yeah, no, I was so compelled by it. I was like, what? This is so like, this is so riveting. Oh my goodness. Fascinating stuff, of course. Yeah, no, it was really engaging, to be honest. I was like, very much on the edge of my seat throughout the entire game. I was like, oh my god, are we gonna like lose this? Are we gonna win? Because we'd just gone up from Jude Bellingham, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my god. But Norway had so much possession. I was absolutely convinced that they were going to manage to get a goal. I really, really thought they were going to. And then we'd go to penalties, which has not. Yay, we got a smallmouth bass. That is very, very good. Which would not have gone our way, I expect. So I was really pleased that, yeah, we managed to get our goal in. Sorry. No! Mild panic there, mild panic, nothing to worry about. Just thought I'd ruin the chance for the treasure chest. Yeah, I really thought we were going to lose the game, to be honest, which speaks volumes as a citizen of how we think in the UK about the football team, which is to say, many years they've not done very well, but you know, it's just one of those where now that we're officially going to the semi-final, you go, oh my god, this is all of a sudden really like, I'm going to have to be watching this. And I was so much like, right, we're going to go out against Norway, because obviously the kids I work with are all talking about it. They're like, oh, have you seen the football? Da 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 da. And I was like, nope, don't really care for it. But all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm watching the football, and now, especially now in the semi-finals. And then I woke up this morning and saw, because you know it's bracketed, that we're going to be going up against Argentina, and I've just felt like it's a gold one. That's a shame. Any hope that we might win it's almost just died, to be honest, because I feel like our chances versus Argentina not great. Just to be honest, I feel like it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a fight. You know, you never know what's gonna happen on that field of glory. But I feel pretty confident in knowing we're probably not gonna have it cut out for us, to be honest, to win this one. But anyway, with that, good night. Sleep well. Catch you in the next one.